Hello everyone, it's Althea from metemgeeblog. Today we're making lamb curry or curry lamb. I'm not too fussy about what you call it as long as it is delicious. Before we get to the recipe, don't forget to like and share this video so everyone can have yummy curry for their roti. For this recipe, you will need 2.5 pounds of lamb cut into 1 to 2 inch chunks. I like to use a half a cup of flour, all-purpose or cassava flour if you're gluten-free, to help remove some of the gamey taste of the lamb. Mix together well, then let it sit for about 5 minutes before washing all of the flour from the lamb. Next, you're going to season the lamb with some salt, ground ginger, and a pinch of black pepper. Mix that together well and set aside while we work on our curry. Then we're going to make some green seasoning for our masala. To a blender cup, add 4 green onions, half a yellow onion, about 6 to 8 cloves of garlic, a few stems of parsley, some thyme leaves, and about 3 to 4 large basil leaves and a quarter cup of water. Blend together to form a smooth paste. You can also add some chili peppers here if you want some additional spice. Pour the green seasoning into a clean bowl, then you're going to add some curry powder, roasted cumin, ground coriander, ground mustard, and a blend of amchar and garam masala. Mix together well so that all of the spices mix into the green seasoning to form a curry paste. Then add 2 to 4 tablespoons of oil to a medium-sized pot on medium heat. When the oil is hot, add the curry paste and cook until all the liquids cook off. Continue to stir your masala as it cooks to prevent it from burning. You may also add about 2 tablespoons of oil to the masala. If it starts to stick or burn, you want to just continue to cook without burning that masala. Once the masala cooks down and is a dry paste, you're going to go ahead and add your lamb. I like to add my lamb in small portions to ensure even cooking. So add 1 small portion of lamb to the masala, mix together well, and saute so that meat can get a little bit brown and most of that pink is gone. Then you're going to add another portion of lamb and follow these steps until all of the meat has been added to the curry paste or masala. Once all of the meat has been added, continue to saute the lamb in the masala or curry paste until all of the pink of the meat is gone. Browning the meat in this stage will really help to lock in the flavor of all those spices you added to your curry paste and really make a flavorful, delicious lamb curry. Continue to saute for another 5 minutes, then cover and let cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes of covered cooking, the juices from the lamb will form a gravy in the curry. Continue to cook on high heat so that all of those juices cook down. This took about 10 minutes more, and you can see that now it's just a thick curry that's formed. Lamb is a tough cut of meat and takes a little time to cook, and so you want to go ahead now and add some water and reduce your heat to simmer, and we're going to cook this lamb on low for about an hour. Alternatively, if you have an Instant Pot, at this point you can pour all this lamb into your Instant Pot with a quarter cup of water, seal up, and pressure cook for 30 minutes and you'll be done. But since this is a stovetop recipe, we're going to continue to cook this on low on the stove. I like to check it along the way just to make sure it has enough liquids, it's not burning, and also check the lamb to make sure it's cooking at the right consistency and it's getting soft enough to the desired tenderness. Continue to cook for another 30 minutes. Then here I am checking it. It looks like it has gotten really thick. A lot of the liquids have cooked down. So I'm going to go ahead and check the meat here at this point. So the 30-minute point of cooking. It's still not as tender as I want it to be. So I'm going to add some more water. That's a half a cup of water. Give it a good stir, cover it, and continue to cook this lamb on low. And 30 minutes later, I'm going to check it again. And it's looking really good now. It looks really tender. The curry looks nice and thick and the right consistency. And I'm just going to go ahead and check the tenderness of the lamb. As you can see, it's really tender. I'm cutting it with a silicone spoon. Give it a taste. I'm actually going to let it cook for a little bit more. I like it to be really tender since my kids will also be eating this. So I'm going to add just another half cup of water. Give that a good stir. And I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to increase the heat just a little to sort of medium-low and let it cook for another 20 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, it is done. The curry has cooked down and it is the right consistency. It formed a nice thick sauce, perfect for roti. Look at that beautiful, nice and tender lamb. And that curry sauce that just clings to the meat. And it pairs perfectly well with roti. So go ahead and make yourself some roti for this lamb curry. And now for the taste testers. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and please go to metemgeeblog.com for a printable version of the recipe.